Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Oh, it's just after lunchtime here in northern Canada, and I got a new toy to play with today. So it's a Cuisineart professional quality food slicer. Well, we'll see about that. I need to put this one to the test. So it just says I need professional construction, heavy coated steel, die cast aluminum housing and powerful 130 watt motor. Now that's actually been improved. I've seen some reviews on this from probably 3-4 years ago, and it said it was a 120 watt motor then. So it's safe and stable. So we'll see how it goes. It's got a 7.5 inch blade, which is removable for cleaning. Yep, let's see what's what. We'll have it open up and see what we're in there. So we do have an instruction booklet. I want to save the packaging just in case it's not operational. Right, I'm trying the best way to take this out. We'll do it this way. I'm going to slide it out if possible. Right, they should actually package these things upside down so you can just tip them over. And a little tip for the company if you're listening in. So now we'll set it up right again. And I'm sure there's an open end on this somewhere. That's on the bottom. As I say, I don't want to just go tearing into this. Who knows, things may not work. The only thing I can't get open is the actual plug to tape that one on. So that'll do. It just comes with a little blade, a cable guard. So, well, we'll have a quick look around here. So we have a little blade guard. I mean, it's the same as anything else really. We can actually put that in, push it down, keep your fingers safe. I've got some instructions on this one. So basically remove before use. Well, I'm not the smartest out there, but I'm certainly not the dumbest. We'll remove our blade guard, and I believe this too, I'm not sure. And there is a sticker on the blade, which, let's see how common sense stuff. Remove label and blade guard before use. Well, I'm going to go a little step further than that. So obviously all of these things move around. It is nice and mobile, very easy to use. If we turn around to the back, I believe this is our adjustment. Now, one of the complaints I saw was that when you start cutting meat, that this would move. Now, to make that move, you really need to be putting some power on that. Oh, there's another piece of tape down here. So make sure we go in here. Another little piece of tape. I'm not sure what that was for. And that's pretty much it. Now, it is a removable blade. We take it, and apparently we turn it, and we can take our blade off there. Now, I'm going to take this off and wash it. I'll give everything a wash and I'll come back to you in a moment, guys. So we've got everything washed, everything nice and shiny. I did just notice when I actually, oh, there's another piece of tape hiding there. So I did notice that the blade guard was sitting pretty much like this, but it does actually sit and slide on that little rail. So what can I use to cut? Let's have a quick check. I'm going to grab a couple of bread buns or something first, try something simple. So one thing I have noticed straight away, it was said on one of the reviews, I don't know whether that was a mistake by the person using it or what, but they said it would open to 1.5 inches. And this is opening to about 3/4 of an inch. So maybe that's it. Like I say, it opens to completely cover the blade so you can't cut yourself. And then if you want a nice thin Very nice thin slice of meat or whatever sandwich meats. But I've just got a couple of ciabatta here and we'll give it a go. In fact, I better give it a power test first. Bit noisy, but I'll open that to maximum so I can put my bread in. We'll lay that on there, move our blade guard, we'll give it another go. Well, it's not bad, but I mean, I can do just as good with a knife. But what I do notice around here at the back, I'm going to do these other buns so you can see. So we'll drop that in, and it does kind of catch up and foul up on you. That one did actually work. That one did work a little bit better. So I'll take it out. That's a couple of buns. Now I have cheese, but it's frozen. I'll give it a try. I thought I had. Don't want to use that really. What have we got here? Okay, so I've got a little bit of soft mozzarella pizza cheese, they're calling this one. So well, I'm just going to kind of try and, it's a bigger piece. I'll cut the piece off. And we'll see how this one goes. I'll kind of keep it at an angle. So again, we turn around, we drop our piece on. Now this one I want to be a lot smaller. Maybe it's about 1/8 of an inch. So we'll drop our piece in, fire it up. How's about this way? It's not too bad. Yeah, the cheese got mouldy. Just as well I checked. That's not too bad there. I'll turn it around. Not too bad. Actually, you know, that's not mould. You know, I thought my cheese had gone mouldy there, but it isn't. It was actually something on the blade or something, or no, oh, there it is, look, there's like a black something dark on there, like a little bit of oil or something. So make sure you give it a good run around first. That's not too bad. How's about some meat? Let's have a check of some meat, shall we? So I have a nice piece of partially frozen pork loin, and I'm just going to give that a little go. Too big of a piece. I'm going to put a bit of kitchen paper on there actually. Too big of a piece for the actual guard, so I'll just hold it back and keep your fingers well clear. And it looks like it's working okay, but I've reduced the thickness now. Not bad. Pretty decent actually for a semi-frozen meat. See, again, there's something else, something getting caught up in here, so we'll have to watch for that one. So I'll have to take this apart and give it a really good clean, and it's not too bad actually. So just make sure you clean them well. But something like this is good if you were doing beef, a nice beef bulgogi, or if you want to make a nice Philly cheesesteak, either a pork or a beef one. So I think that's what I'm going to make with mine later. But not too bad. We'll unplug that now. Now we can flip this out the way, just have a quick check. Take our blade off. Now, like I say, there was something causing it to be a little bit of dirt on there, a little bit of oil or something. But I can't see no signs of it anywhere on the blade, so I'm not entirely sure what that was. But I'm going to give this a really good clean. It's nice and simple to clean. Be careful of the blade, it is sharp. But on a scale of 1 to 10, this is good for home use. But if you were a business or you were doing this for many hours in the day of cutting meats, I would probably recommend just getting something a little bit heavier. Yeah, there's something dirty again, like oil or something, so we just need to check. But I think on a scale of 1 to 10 for home use, I'll give it a good 8. For professional use, no good for professional use. Unless it was just a standby because your machine broke and you haven't got that $500 or $600. But I'm going to give it a double thumbs up because it'll do for what I need. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think. Mike out for now.